And today in Virginia, we are closely watching Governor Ralph Northam. He could sign several bills that are on his desk right now, including a big one that would legalize recreational marijuana in the Commonwealth. So good morning, Washington's John Gonzalez is following this very closely. He's live in Manassas with the latest on this. Good morning, John.
Robert, good morning. This has passed both chambers here in the Commonwealth of Virginia, but it wasn't unanimously. Not one Republican has voted in favor of this. And those groups that oppose this marijuana law, well, they are concerned. They oppose it. They say that it will increase driving problems and it will make it easier for children and young people to get their hands on weed. Well, the law doesn't kick in until 2024. Places like Beyond Hello here in Manassas in 3 years will be allowed. This is a cannabis dispensary which currently sells medical weed. Well, it will be allowed to sell to anyone at large, to the public, in 3 years. The marijuana law includes a 21% excise tax and allows jurisdictions to add an additional 3% on retailers. Eventually, it will generate an estimated $183 million in revenue each year. Governor Ralph Northam has championed legalization of adult use marijuana as a racial justice issue. Senator Adam Ebbin, the chief sponsor of the Senate bill, argues that legalizing pot will actually lower illicit use on the streets.
We have strict age controls. Further, we hope to cut down on the illicit market by having a legal market where people know that they would lose their license if they were to sell to anyone under 21, and laws against giving it to people under 21.
In the last 10 years in Virginia, the average arrest rate of a black individual for marijuana possession was 3.5 times higher than it was for a white person. So where does this revenue go? We're talking almost $200 million a year in revenue. We'll break it down next hour here on Good Morning Washington.
And 7 is on your side in Health Matters. So tension headaches and migraines, they're actually on the rise. Over the past year, one Northern Virginia headache specialist says she's seeing up to 20% more patients.
And this is understandable. Good morning, Washington health reporter Victoria Sanchez joins us live in studio with important information. And Victoria, this is something that hits home, okay?
Hits home for me personally, Robert, because I am in a club that I wish I wasn't. Migraines. 39 million Americans have them, and the pandemic is making them worse. Dr. Laura Sinsky, neurologist at Inova Health, says it's not just stress. Headaches after a COVID infection are common, and once you get the vaccine, the side effect could be headaches for a few days. When it comes to migraines, which often include nausea, dizziness, sensitivity to light, environmental factors could be the cause. Working from home, virtual school for kids, lots of screen time. Dr. Sinsky says take small breaks from your computer and walk around at least once an hour. It will give your eyes a chance to rest.
You also want to make sure that you're being consistent with your eating and drinking habits. One of the big triggers for headaches is dehydration or delayed meal times. And I think with the convenience of working from home, some of the conveniences of working from home is that you have a lot more flexibility in terms of your eating and drinking habits. And sometimes that leads to inconsistency.
Okay, I'm totally guilty of that one. When I'm at home, I think I'll finish X, Y, and Z and then grab a glass of water. Or if I work through lunch, well, it's okay because dinner can't be too far off, right? Especially because my home office, guys, is next to my kitchen. It is very easy for me to just go ahead and say, I'll get it in a little bit. 5 o'clock comes around. Still haven't had that water.
Procrastination.
The screen thing is huge, though, because all of us are just staring at our cell phones, our laptops, and the TV screen. Have you heard anything about those blue lens glasses or like blue light and how that causes migraines?
Yeah, so those seem to be the rage for at least the past 6 months. People spending more time on their computer. You find them at CVS, things like that. They filter out the blue light from the computer. That can help. People who already get migraines, though, they're already going to get them. That could be a trigger, which is something that can make them get a little bit more. But, you know, that can work. Anything that can help you, pressure points, Advil, Tylenol.
Yes.
And water.
I was just going to say that. Hey, I'm with you. The diet thing, trying to get lunch and dinner at the right time, it's not happening for me. So, but all right, Victoria, thank you so much. Good information.
This morning, a fraternity at Virginia Commonwealth University now suspended after the death of a freshman pledge.
Everyone in this family, we're all devastated. He's all we had. He's everything we had in our life.
19-year-old Adam Oakes was found dead early Saturday at an off-campus residence. Police are investigating the cause of his death, but his family blames hazing.
When this fraternity wanted him, he just felt so accepting, that he wanted to impress them and be part of the brotherhood.
Oakes had recently been accepted to Delta Chi. His roommate spoke about the night Oakes received a bid from the fraternity.
He came into the room all giddy, like, oh, the president gave me a bid, the president gave me a bid. And he just wanted to be accepted and with these guys.
Saturday was the night of his Big Little reveal, a fraternity tradition where Oakes was supposed to get his big brother in the house.
What we're hearing right now is that he drank a handle of Jack Daniels. The kids told us the names of the bigs. They told us more information than what the police did.
The National Office of Delta Chi has suspended the chapter at Virginia Commonwealth in a statement saying they're devastated to learn the death of a student and adding, we encourage all members to cooperate with law enforcement. VCU taking similar action, shutting down the fraternity.
He was sweet. He was so sweet. He had the biggest heart. He would literally give you the shirt off of his back.
Adam Oakes was an only child. His cousin says he was just coming out of his shell and he pledged to fraternity because he was trying to be accepted and find his place.